sure it's nothing you don't like. Yeah, I'm sure.
Hey boys, what's going on? It's your boy Classo here today, guys, and today I'm bringing you some more spoilers. We've had a lot that's been released lately. We got 6 of them that were spoiled today, which we're going to go over tomorrow. And then yesterday we had 4 spoilers, 3 of them in the Duelist Championship stream, and 1 of them just on, like they do every day, they released 1. So nonetheless, let's hop into it. Let's start out with the one that they released yesterday, not on stream. This card's pretty interesting. This is an Abyssinian minion. This is Horrorbuster. He is a 3 mana rare 4/1 minion. He has Dying Wish. Transform a random friendly minion into a 6/6 horror. Oh my god. There's a plane flying over my house and super loud. Anyway, so yeah, this card's pretty good. Abyssinian right now doesn't have a lot of good 3 mana creatures. They have a lot of 3 mana spells. They got DFC, Ritual Banishing, Wraithling Swarm. You know, they have really good spells. But creatures wise, this is gonna take the cake because this is a super good card. Don't underestimate it. It can do some work. Imagine getting a 6/6 out of nowhere. One of your Wraithlings turns into a 6/6. Can you imagine this with a card like Consuming Rebirth? You get it dies. It transforms, like say your Lithely, you Bloodborn spell. You got Wraithling on the field. Transforms that Wraithling into a 6/6. It comes back. And then your opponent kills it and turns your other one into a 6/6. You know, I doubt your opponent would do that, but things like that could happen. This card's going to be deadly in Dying Wish. And Dying Wish is my favorite archetype. I love Dying Wish. And this card in Dying Wish is going to be nuts. Because you're going to be playing this card for at least 2 mana. Say you already pop 1 Lurking Fear. You're going to be playing it for 2 mana, getting a 4/1 that could turn any of your other creatures into a 6/6. Now, you got to be careful when you play this card because you don't want to turn a Vorpal Reaver into a 6/6 vanilla ability or vanilla creature with no abilities because what is that going to do for you when you have a 6/6 that gives you 6 Wraithlings and has Celerity? So when you play this card, you got to expect not to play your bigger creatures until you get that 6/6 that this card gives you on the field. And then after that, then you kind of want to throw down your bigger creatures just in case. So you got to be careful when you play this card. That's really it for this card. This card is nuts. And then, by the way, in Lurking Fear, if you're running the Lurking Fear archetype, this shares a spot with Sarlacc, and this shares a spot with Void Hunter. So be careful. I don't run Sarlacc in my Lurking Fear deck. I think this is better than Sarlacc anyway, and I would keep the Void Hunters because I like to draw. But let's move on to the next card. This card's dope. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. You guys know I suck at speaking. So, next card is a Magmar common minion. This is a 3 mana card. His name's Thrax, or Thrax, something like that. He's a 2/4 minion with Blood Surge. All friendly minions gain +1 attack, including itself. Now, this card's nuts. Nuts. This is a great card for Magmar. If you're playing Magmar and not running this card, there's something wrong with you. Because, A, Magmar right now has no 3-drops. Nothing good. They have, like, Earthwalker and, like, what else? What else is even a 3-drop in Magmar creature that's good? Nothing. Earthwalker isn't even good. So this is going to fill that spot perfectly. And it's going to constantly get buffed. Constantly. Every turn. And this is so much better than, Shiro Puppy Dragon. This is so much better than that because this is going to give all your friendly minions +1. It doesn't need to be near this card. It's just all of them. Everything. So it's super good. It's definitely going to be good in a Zoo Starhorn kind of deck or Pokehorn. There's so many variants of decks this card's going to be good in. I think it's even going to be good in like just regular VAT decks as a good, you know, it's going to curve out well now that you have a good 3-drop. Because the only other thing I see people run as 3-drops in VAT is, besides Thumping Wave, which is in every deck anyway, but that's a spell, is Tigers. And that's it. Other than that, there's really nothing else, in my opinion, that I see. So, Thrax, he's cool. He's gonna fill a spot that is well needed in Magmar. So yeah, that's this card. Dope ass card. Keep in mind it does have Blood Surge, so as your general is getting stronger, if you're playing Vath, your creatures are getting stronger too, which is pretty dope. So, on to the next one. This card, I'm telling you boys and girls, is crazy. Alright. Let's talk about this card. Obviously, it's Linar. It's a 4-mana card. It's called Trinity Oath. It's a rare spell, or epic spell, sorry. And it's draw 3 cards and restore 3 health to your general. Whoa. Okay. So let's already get this out the way. Heaven's Eclipse is 5 mana, and all it does is draw you 3 cards. And this card is 4 mana, gives you 3 cards, and gives you health. How dope is that? Linar struggles in the late game. I don't know if you guys are big Linar players, but Linar struggles in the late game with draw, at least, unless you're running Leakians or Spelljammers, and this just fills the spot perfect. Don't look at it as a 4-mana spell. It is a spell later in game when you're running out of cards in hand. This is not something that you drop on curve. This is something that you drop late game, so when you add this to your decks, I wouldn't even count it as a 4-mana slot. Don't. It's more or less for late game. This card is, I don't know if you need 3 of, but definitely a 2 of, maybe even 3 of. In every Linar deck, Heelnar, Argon, don't matter what type, mech, it don't matter. Oh my god, can you imagine Mechazor with this? Holy shit, I didn't even think about that until right now. You're going to be getting cards out your ass. This card's just too good not to run. I guarantee you, mark my words now, that in the first set of patches, this gets nerfed to 5 mana. Money. I bet you, because there's no way in hell they're going to keep it at 4 mana. This is going to get ran in so many decks, it's not even funny. Every single Linar deck is going to have this. And like I said, it don't matter what type you're playing. If you're playing Heelnar, that helps you a lot. Like, a lot. It's going to proc your, like, Sunrisers and things like that. Plus, it's going to give you cards. And if you got, like, Sun Sister on the field, it's going to give you 4 cards because you get the True Striker, the Twin Striker. What the hell is that card called? You guys know what I'm talking about. But it's going to give you one of those, which is pretty dope. So, this is a nuts card, guys. Nuts. So, some other things with it. No, that's really it. I got some notes in front of me to just make sure I hit everything. I'm just so glad that Linar has something that keep him in the game late game, because I know when I play Linar, and I'm a Linar main, I tend to run out of cards quick later in the game, unless I draw like my Leakians or my Spelljammers, depending on what I'm running in my deck. So this card is just dope. I think this is better than the next card I'm going to show you is Legendary, and I think this should be Legendary, and that card should be epic. But let's hop into it. This card's nuts, though. Watch for this card. Like I said, it's crazy. The last card we're going to talk about today is called Meltdown. He is a neutral minion. He's 7 mana. He's a 7/7, and he has Blood Surge. Deals 7 damage to a random enemy. Now, that is a random enemy minion or general. So, you could end the game with this guy, okay? Right? It's your turn. He has 1 creature on field. It's just something that you can, say you're playing Vath, right? Walk up, you're already stacked with Vath, you're beefy. You walk up, punch that minion in the face, kill it. You drop this, you Bloodborn spell, boom, 7 damage to him, he dies. Crazy, right? Now, some good things about this card is this could be ran, in my opinion, the best places to run this is going to be Vath. Or Magmar in general. And then another place, which I don't think a lot of people have thought about yet, another place this would be good in is Abyssian. And let me tell you why I'd be good in Abyssian, right? Because of 2 cards. Well, 1 card's in Abyssian, 1 card's in Magmar. Flash Reincarnation and Darkfire Sacrifice. Think about that. You're going to be playing this cheap as hell in both factions. 5 mana. I think Darkfire Sacrifice is too cheaper as well. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it is, though. So it's going to be played for 5 mana for a 7/7 with Blood Surge, and if you do this and then Blood Surge that same turn, and hopefully you either hit one of their good minions or you hit them directly, which is the preferable route, that's going to be nuts. So this card's going to be crazy. I wouldn't stress about it too much, you know. Think about it right now, we have Red Sonya. This is kind of like Blue Sonya with a better ability. But this is nuts. This is going to be crazy. But I think there's so many good synergies coming out in decks that this probably won't see play right off the beginning. But I could be wrong. This could be nuts. This could be like a 2 of in every single VAT deck for all I know. So just be careful. Be careful when you play against this card. Definitely now, if they, like I said, they Flash Reincarnate out like 2 turns earlier and get this on the field and you don't have an answer for it, you better hope that you're playing Lithy and you got 13 Wraithlings on board to counter everything. It's going to be nuts. But really, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of these cards, if they're trash, if they're not trash, etc., etc. And as always, guys, I'm your boy Colazo. Hope you guys keep on dueling, and I will see you guys next time.